All right, so we're gonna finish up the assignment from yesterday on exponential functions, but here's a warm-up like what we went over on the notes yesterday. So if you weren't here, there's the notes is over there, and the assignment, they're both in the blue bin, right? So first things first, make sure Monday says holiday, make sure you turn in last week's warm-ups, right? Let's graph this thing. The graph is 2x plus 3 in the exponent minus 4. So in my calculator, I go to new document, don't save, number 2, 2 caret x plus 3, go to the right, minus 4. Do you see how the minus 4 is down in the base? Okay. I'm going to hit enter. You've graphed it. You can see over here. We're going to fill in this table. Again, table is Control T, right? Now, I'm going to pick some points that are kind of on the grid here. So let's do -3, -3, -2, -2, -1, 0, and then 0, 4. You can go ahead and sketch that. Try to see if you can get some legit points on here. So -3, -3, -2, -2, -1, 0, 0, 4. Okay. And do you see this number right here? This -4 is going to be our asymptote. Y'all remember that word from yesterday? What do we know about the asymptote? What do we know about the asymptote? You can't touch this. All right, there you go. Just like the song, right? Okay, so it goes down like this. It goes down, and it does not touch. It gets close, 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 but no touchy. Okay, so that's how you draw this. Now, the domain. If you're looking at your notes from yesterday, we said the domain is always what? If it goes forever left, forever right. What do you call that? Hey, what do you think? Domain. All real numbers, why? Forever to the left, forever to the right. You could put negative infinity to positive infinity in parentheses. That works too. What about the range? How far down does this thing go? What is that? No, 4 is up here. What do you mean? Oh, -4. What do we put? So we put -4. Now, is it a bracket or a parentheses? It does not touch, right? Can't touch this. So it's a parentheses, -4, comma, and how far up does it go? Up and up and up forever. That's infinity. Yes, it is. Okay. Now, looking at my little sketch or looking at this little table, what's the x-intercept? What do you think? I can see it right here. I know the x-intercept is when y is 0, so isn't it -1, comma 0, right? But if I go to my graphing calculator, Control T gets rid of my table, menu 5, 1. I can sketch to the, you got the warm sheet. Go to the left, left, left. And it says the word 0, but we know 0 means x-intercept. 0, x-intercept, solutions, roots. Same thing, right? Okay, so this is obviously -1, 0. Let's go and write that down for my x-intercept. What about the y-intercept? What do y'all think? What do you think? Y-intercept. Where does it hit the y-axis? At 4, 0, comma 4. The y-intercept is when x is 0. And we can go back to our graphing calculator. If we just go menu 5, 1 and you trace it, it says y-intercept at 0, 4. So does everyone see 0, 4 on the sketch, 0, 4 on my table, 0, 4 on the graphing calculator? You can definitely figure out a y-intercept. Right? So 0, comma 4. Now you may need to refer to your notes. Asymptote that you can't touch, what do you always have to write first? So you always have to start with what? Y equals. Has everyone heard me say this like multiple times yesterday? And I'm saying it right now. When you give me asymptote, you have to put y equals. But here's the question. What does y equal? What is this dashed line down here that you can't touch? -4. Does everyone see? I'm going to underline it again. This right here, this number right there, okay, is your asymptote. It's how much it's shifted vertically. Okay, so yeah, this number gives you the asymptote. So y equals -4. On my graph, I can see it does not touch -4. Okay, if I go to my graphing calculator, I can see it does not touch -4. If I press Control T again and I keep going up, do you see that it never actually touches -4? Do you see how ridiculously small it's getting close to -4? And you're all, oh, what? Okay, so this is, it finally eventually rounds it, but it's not actually -4. So you did not see that. See how it never touches -4? Okay. So the only way it actually shows you the word number -4 in your calculator is by rounding. And we don't want to round it, technically speaking here. All right, so does everyone understand how to do this stuff? Everyone has 6.3 from yesterday. You got time to finish that. You got time to finish missing assignments. If you don't know what you're missing, check Skyward. But I did give you a little sheet yesterday or today. Anything with a 1 is missing. You should work on that stuff. Cool. So finish 6.3. Work on missing work. Here we go.